So I'm standing next to a very little organ, and it actually works the same like the big organs we showed you before in this museum. And the organs like these, they work with a cardboard organ book, and this is actually a demonstration book, so I can show you very easily how it works. So every organ has a keyboard with pins. Without a book, the pins are standing up, so if I grind this organ, you hear this because the organ doesn't know what to play, and you hear every organ pipe at the same time. It doesn't sound very nice. But the cardboard organ book actually pushes the pins down, so if I start grinding now, we hear nothing, we hear only the bellow pumping some air. But as soon as there is a hole in the cardboard, a pin can come up again, and then air flows through some of the organ pipes. And that's why we can hear a nice melody with just a piece of cardboard. But since this is a demonstration book, we just can read along very easily with what we are going to hear. So first a short note, another short one, a longer one, a few shorter ones, etc. And that's how easy it can be to play a music instrument.
Is that why I'm always building automatic music instruments?
Because it's so easy.
Welcome to Music Machine Mondays. This is the Perlet organ we just heard. In the guided tours of the Speelklok Museum, this organ is being used to demonstrate how the programming of the organ books is mechanically turned into music. In this episode, we're also looking at the barrel Automata organ. The programmable cylinder of this organ not only plays the music, but also controls the movement of the built-in Automata figurines. In this organ, the organ builder went all the way by also having the Automata dolls perform a magic trick.
So here we have a few belly organs, and belly organs are actually called belly organs because the organ grinders would wear them in the 18th century with a leather strap around their neck against their belly. Organs like these are quite heavy, they're about 35 to 40 kilograms. And the organ grinder, he would find a very good spot somewhere in town where a lot of people would pass by, and then he would start to play his songs. And then of course he would hope that a lot of people would gather around the organ, and afterwards of course they had to pay some money to the organ grinder. So to make the audience even pay more, the organ grinders would often have a lot of tricks, like a monkey sitting on their shoulder that would collect the money, or a dog that could dance. And sometimes, if they were very lucky, they could hire an organ like this, with a tableau vivant or an animated scene. So when I start to grind this organ, everything here will start to move. So we even have a magician here behind the table, so he would have different objects underneath. You will see it in just a second. Someone playing the bells, and it's just like a very clever trick to attract people to this organ and its beautiful animated scene.
This organ with Automata is a barrel organ built in 1830 by Ignaz Bruder in Waldkirch, Germany. Bruder was one of the true pioneers of organ construction in Germany. He often incorporated moving Automata dolls in the organs. This organ has 25 keys, 22 is for the music and 3 is for the moving of the Automata figurines. Imagine the amazement an organ like this must have caused when people saw and heard it for the first time almost 200 years ago.
So there is a little button here in the back, and if I pull it like this, so there's this secret little button. Now if I pull it, The man over here, he turns around and he holds his hand up, asking for some money. So, it was just a cue for the people to get their wallets and to pay the organ grinder some money. So this organ was built in 1830 by Mr. Bruder, and it's one of our oldest belly organs actually, and it still sounds exactly the same as it did back then.
In the next episode, we're taking a look at another mechanical masterpiece. Thanks to our friends at Speelklok Museum, and thanks to you for watching.